Toni Nadal, the mastermind behind Rafael Nadal's unbreakable spirit, just unleashed a jaw-dropping truth about rising star Carlos Alcaraz that could shatter everything you thought about modern tennis. Hold your breath. What if the next king of the court isn't facing the same fire that forged a legend? Hit that subscribe button now for all sports updates. And never miss the edge of your seat scoops. Toni Nadal, Rafael's uncle and lifelong coach, has always been brutally honest about the game. In a recent interview, he dissected the generational shift in tennis, pointing out how the landscape has evolved since Rafael's prime. Back then, rivals like Federer and Djokovic pushed boundaries with relentless commitment, creating epic battles that defined an era. But now, Toni suggests, the competition surrounding Alcaraz lacks that same intensity. Players seem less driven, opening doors for young talents to dominate earlier. This revelation isn't just commentary, it's a wake-up call for fans wondering why records are tumbling so fast. Alcaraz's explosive style, blending power and finesse, thrives in this environment, but Toni wonders if it builds the same resilience. Picture the young Spaniard charging through tournaments, his forehand a weapon of mass destruction, yet missing the forge of ironclad opposition that tempered Rafael into a warrior. It's a narrative of evolution, where speed meets strategy, but at what cost to the sport's soul? Carlos Alcaraz burst onto the scene like a comet, claiming Grand Slams at an age when most are still finding their footing. Toni Nadal admires this prodigy, seeing echoes of Rafael's hunger in his eyes. Yet, he highlights a key disparity: the opponents. In Rafael's heyday, every match was a grueling test against titans who matched his work ethic. Today, Toni observes, many challengers fall short in dedication, allowing Alcaraz to shine brighter without the same grind. This isn't diminishing Alcaraz's talent, far from it. It's storytelling at its finest, weaving tales of mentorship and rivalry. Remember Rafael's epic comebacks, born from facing the unbeatable? Alcaraz's path, smoother in comparison, raises questions about longevity. Will he adapt when true tests arise? Toni's words add layers to this saga, turning a simple comparison into a thriller of what-ifs. All Sports Updates brings you the pulse of the game. Stay locked in. Now, dive deeper into Toni's perspective. He recalls training Rafael with iron discipline, instilling a mindset that turned weaknesses into weapons. Alcaraz, under different guidance, exhibits raw athleticism that's electrifying. But Toni's subtle critique, that rivals are a bit weaker, sparks debate. Is the tour diluted, or has the game simply progressed? Fans argue both sides, but Toni's insight from decades in the trenches carries weight. Imagine the surprise when he voiced this, a nod to Alcaraz's prowess, tempered by nostalgia for fiercer times. This storytelling bridges eras, showing how tennis morphs while legends endure. Rafael's clay court dominance was hard-won against elite foes. Alcaraz's versatility shines in a field that's evolved, perhaps softened. It's a gripping chapter in tennis history, full of twists that keep us hooked. The moment of surprise hits when Toni contrasts the commitment levels. Rafael's era demanded perfection, any slip, and you'd lose to a Federer masterclass or Djokovic's endurance. Alcaraz navigates a circuit where top players still excel, but the depth might lack that edge. Toni's revelation fuels discussions. Does this make Alcaraz's achievements lesser, or just different? Absolutely not, he implies. It's an advantage seized brilliantly. Through compelling narratives, we see Alcaraz as the heir apparent, his smile masking a fierce competitor. Yet, Toni's words add tension, urging the new generation to elevate. Picture future clashes where Alcaraz faces resurgent rivals, proving his mettle. This isn't criticism, it's motivation wrapped in family wisdom, turning a simple interview into a saga of legacy and potential. As the dust settles on Toni's bombshell, one thing's clear: tennis thrives on these revelations that challenge our views. Alcaraz continues to dazzle, perhaps even stronger for the scrutiny. Rafael's shadow looms large, but Toni's honesty lights the way forward. In this ever-changing sport, such insights keep the fire alive, blending past glory with future promise. For more unfiltered takes that surprise and inspire, remember All Sports Updates is your go-to source.